Alright, what's going on, guys? I am back with another wrestling video, and I'm going to be talking about the New York Giants. I'm off today, and there's plenty of news, so I'll get into it. We're going to start off with TNA. So, Thursday is TNA. We got Brian Myers faces Kevin Knight. Brian Myers of the System. I'm picking Brian Myers. Then we got Alan Angels. He welcomes Josh Alexander in the first edition of Soundcheck. It's going to be very interesting. Alright, now I'll be talking about some WWE. Then I'll be talking about the Giants. Alright, let's start with huge news. CM Punk suffered a significant injury at the Royal Rumble. He tore his triceps. So breaking news, CM Punk suffered a torn tricep at the Royal Rumble, most likely after WrestleMania. That sucks. But Punk said he will be back and he will be aiming for Drew McIntyre because Drew McIntyre, he hit the Future Shock DDT on Punk. That's how he suffered the torn tricep. And Punk said, when I come back, when I heal up, get rehab, I'm coming for your ass, and I'm going to beat the living shit out of you. Ho ho! Can't wait for CM Punk, man, to come back. It sucks. He's going to be out, what, 4 to 6 months, so see what happens. Now it's going to be interesting. Who's going to fight Seth freaking Rollins at WrestleMania? Because he said him and Cody Rhodes had awesome promos. Who came out? Cody Rhodes came out first, then Rollins interrupted him. Seth said Roman Reigns isn't even the guy anymore. I'm the guy, and this is the title in WWE. He doesn't like Roman Reigns' title because he doesn't show up. Because Roman Reigns is a part-timer. We need a full-timer. And I don't think Cody Rhodes is fighting Seth Rollins. He's not going to be fighting Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. He is going to be fighting Roman Reigns for the undisputed Universal Champion. And Cody Rhodes is going to take that from him. And Cody Rhodes is going to be the main guy on SmackDown every single week. So, Seth is probably going to fight whoever wins the Elimination Chamber. Which will probably... two guys, Gunther or Drew McIntyre. And that's it. That is it. CM Punk said, WrestleMania 40 is not in the cards. There's always next year. And he will be main eventing WrestleMania next year. No doubt about it. Bookmark it. Book it. More WWE news. Then I'll be talking about. There's one AEW news, and I'll be talking about Giants. Very interesting. Last night on Raw, Pat McAfee is the commentator next to Michael Cole. So we got Michael Cole and Pat McAfee finally, and this is huge too. He said, this is came out a couple hours ago. WWE is done making changes to the commentary team. And they don't expect Pat McAfee to return to ESPN's College Game Day show. Yep, so he's a full-timer every single week. Pat McAfee with Michael Cole. I love it. I love him. That guy's awesome. And now, like I said, I even said last night, when Pat McAfee came out, sat next to Michael Cole, I said to myself, where the hell is Wade Barrett? Wade Barrett is going to be with Corey Graves on SmackDown's commentary team. And I nailed it on the head. Look, I said that and I was right. See? I know my shit, man. SmackDown's commentary team will now be Wade Barrett and Corey Graves. I even said that last night and I was right. And this is huge too. We know I was wrong on this. I said Andrade was going to go to SmackDown. All the luchadors... There's a bunch of luchadors was on SmackDown. Santos Escobar, Angel Garza, Roberto Carrillo, the legendary Rey Mysterio, Carlito. There's a bunch. There's a tag team too. Legato. Um, Cruz del Fertoro, Joaquin Wild. There's those two guys. There's a bunch of luchadors. But Andrade's wife is injured. She's on SmackDown. But now, I guess when she comes back at the end of the year or beginning of next year, Andrade will move to. I don't know if they're going to even have a draft this year, but we shall see. But as of right now, Andrade is officially on a Monday Night Raw, a Raw guy. I love it. And I said too today, give him an IC title run. Let him dethrone Gunther or something. But we shall see. We shall see what they have planned for Andrade. And also Braun Breaker, they teased that too. Nick Aldis got a phone call. Oh, and he looked at the phone. Oh, it's Braun Breaker. I think Braun Breaker is going to be on SmackDown very shortly. Alright, let me get this AEW news out of the way. Jon Moxley versus Jeff Hardy on Wednesday. Picking Jon Moxley on that one. And there's 2 more WWE stories. Then I'll get to the Giant stuff. Yeah, Drew McIntyre said, what is this? Now, we talked about that. Yeah. I love him as a heel, man. Drew McIntyre is freaking amazing as a heel. And I said that today. They're going to be... WWE is going to be re-signing Drew McIntyre and Finn Balor. No doubt about it. So, going to be very interesting. And let me see what's... Yeah, this is what I was talking about too. The Elimination Chamber. This is WWE plans for they have plans for Seth Rollins. So WWE plans for Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 40 important. So Seth Rollins has been the World Heavyweight Champion for several months now, but an injury might have advocated that when it comes to long-term plans. With that said, WWE has plans to determine Rollins' opponent for WrestleMania 40. During this week's episode of Monday Night Raw, which was last night, Cody Rhodes more or less made it clear he was going after Roman Reigns. It's a fact. He's going after Roman Reigns. At WrestleMania 40, however, Seth Rollins innovated and made the case for him to be Rhodes' opponent, for instance. That's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Sorry, Seth Rollins. It's going to be Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. Night 2, main event. Rollins is going to be Gunther or Drew McIntyre. That's it. Book it right now. Let's get some Giants news here. We got some Giants news. Let's get this out of the way. Giants asked. This is Oregon center Jackson Powers Johnson told us the Giants talked to him about playing guard. And he'll be like a second rounder if we get him in the second. We got 2 second-round picks. I'll be fine with that. Move him to guard. Jackson Powers Johnson's a beast. And they had a Senior Bowl today. So here's some notes. We got Michigan wide receiver Roman Wilson able to uncover at all 3 levels and set DBs up. All right. He's like a second rounder also. And he's going to be a first rounder. This guy right here, Michael Penix Jr., which I want. One of the quarterbacks that I would like, but even Shane said if he loves a quarterback, that it's compared to Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, he's going to trade up and get him, which will be maybe Caleb Williams, Drake May, Michael Penix Jr., Jaden Daniels is another one. Bo Nix didn't have a good Senior Bowl. His throws were sloppy, I heard. So he'll be dropping. But yeah, Michael Penix Jr. looked much better than Bo Nix. Yeah, it says here Bo Nix was terrible. So don't draft him. Oregon State offensive tackle Talis Fanga held up really well with good reps versus Latu, I don't know fucking names. What the hell kind of names are these? What the fuck? And that's about it. Senior Bowl, and Shane also said they're gonna get their defensive coordinator at the end of the week. They're wrapping up now. So, I want Denard Wilson. That's who I want. So we shall see what happens. Drop a comment on all those things like the Senior Bowl today. Who do you like? All the WWE stuff. There was a bunch of stuff. So drop a comment. Um, do you want Andrade to have an IC title run? And Joe Shane said too. One of the quarterbacks that are compared to Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes, he's going to trade up. And Denard Wilson, do you want him as a defensive coordinator? Drop a comment. Peace.